Right, welcome back. Let's take a look at what's making headlines in the newspapers.
All right, first up, we've got the Mail and Guardian, so let's take a look at that front page.
So, the long walk to justice, political interference. After years of frustration, families of apartheid-era victims demand inquiry into deliberately suppressed TRC cases. A picture there of Fort Galata, one of the Craddock Four who was abducted and murdered in 1985. Also, PowerPoints at the Mbenenge hearing, Free State hell, sewage in the streets and bankrupt businesses, and AI taking the pain out of parenting. Those are some of the stories Business Day delves into.
All right, let's move on to, that was the Mail and Guardian. Let's move on
Mail
to
and
the
Guardian.
Day. Don't blame you, Friday, you're allowed to do these things. Let's have a look and see. So they're saying legal challenge looms for expropriation bill. The DA expresses its strong opposition to polarizing new legislation. Just a quick glimpse at that. The president, of course, as you know, signed into law the expropriation bill, bringing the ideological divergence in the GNU into its sharpest focus yet, as the DA expressed opposition and mooted a possible legal action there. So that's just one side. There are many other challenges that seem to be looming on that one. How Jooste scrambled for cash. So this is where the focus is on disgraced former Steinhoff CEO Marcus Jooste sped up almost 30 million rand in bonus payments to himself without requisite approvals just months before the company imploded, and came within a whisker of securing almost R1 billion from one of the group's affiliates in a deceitful deal. So, crazy. Okay, then government silent with 6 months left to avert gas cliff. That's an opinion piece. Lions per head of Yexgate Derby. That's their sporting focus. And others, SA could climb up ratings ladder. That's according to an organisation, BAPA. So there you go. Restaurant stocks, a mixed bag. So there we go. Those are just some of the headlines in the Business Day.
The Star this morning, and they leading with Concord slams door on Judge Mutata. Now, the Constitutional Court dismisses Mutata's impeachment challenge, putting the final nail in the legacy of South Africa's impeached judge. And the Constitutional Court dismissed an application by former Judge Nkola Mutata, who was impeached earlier, for direct access to have the National Assembly resolution to axe him set aside. Also, Mandla Mandela criticizes ANC's GNU. Former President Nelson Mandela's grandson, Nkosi Mandla Mandela, is still opposed to the government of national unity. And Mpofu and Hlophe to head MK Party's disciplinary committees. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party in Johannesburg yesterday finally announced several key appointments and the restructuring efforts aimed at strengthening the organization. And a picture there of, you may remember her, Colleen Makubele, former Speaker of the City of Johannesburg. She will be sworn in as a member of MK, as a member of Parliament for MK next week. So those are the stories. Winning Cup run can send Chiefs to Africa. Some of the stories there.
All right, final paper is the Citizen. Row over attack on South Africa. Botswana's President Duma Boko has been slammed for remarks he apparently made at the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, Switzerland, about South Africa. Analysts say he should have instead used the platform to present a compelling case for trade in the SADC region, rather. So that's a big story to read. A joyous story, though, there. This is a fantastic and crazy story, in fact. Kirsten Nishafer sails into the V&A waterfront in Cape Town yesterday. This is after she made history by becoming the first woman to win the Golden Globe Around the World race, which required her basically to navigate around the world without modern technology. Congratulations to her. So it's amazing. She got a Duchess of Trent trophy for sailors who display exceptional spirit last week. So well done. And then this one I want to read. Imagine if Trump made SA great again.
All right.
Imagine.
All right, so Wetton this morning, expropriation bill sparks GNU fallout. Now, the DA considers challenging President Ramaphosa's signing of a new legislation in court, and local, provincial and national authorities will use the new law to expropriate land without compensation in the public interest. And, of course, a lot of sports news on the back pages.
Okay, SABCnews.com. Remember, that's a lot of information that you can get there. So it's up to date all the time with the latest local, international and regional news. And then, of course, your app that you must have on your phone, SABC Plus. Download it and keep up to date with everything.